I've been playing multiplayer FPS games since COD 4 came out, and I've never encountered a game that has as much volatility as Overwatch. Why is it that I can win 12 games in a row and feel like Proper himself, then the next day it feels like I'm aiming with a Temu GameStation 5 controller? Why are some of the easiest matches I've ever played uphill battles, while games that feel like I'm storming the beach of Normandy are expected? This is why I think Overwatch is a slot machine. When I say that Overwatch is a slot machine, I don't mean that every game comes down to pure luck. I mean that the outcome of each game is decided not just by how you play, but by how 9 other people play. When you go to a casino and play slots, you're taking a chance with your hard-earned money. The more money you have to play with, the better your odds are. Think about it this way. If you hit the slots with $20 and do 2 $10 spins, you've got 2 chances to win. But the guy next to you has $1,000 to play with. You see where I'm going with this? In Overwatch, this money is your resources. Let's say that you start each session with $500. $500 that you can put into the Overwatch slot machine for a chance to increase your rank. If I'm starting a session with $500, that means I'm well rested, warmed up, have plenty of time to play, and am feeling good. For me, that's usually a Sunday. Now let's say every factor that affects the outcome of your game removes money from your pot. You're tired from working all day? Take away $100. You only have an hour to play? Take away $100. You're not warmed up? Take away $50. Smurfing 3-stack on the other team?
Get owned!
Now your Monday night session isn't looking quite as promising as your Sunday one. You still have a shot at winning, but your odds went down. Remember earlier how I mentioned I won 12 games in a row? That's what I would consider a jackpot. This isn't normal, but man does it feel good. You know what else feels like hitting the jackpot? Subscribing to my channel and getting alerts for the newest videos. When you've hit the jackpot, it feels like you've conquered the game. You did it. You finally ascended and you're ready to hit the next rank. Well, guess what? The house always wins. So instead of taking my hard-earned winnings and leaving the casino to buy myself a steak dinner, I doubled down. And with each game I watched my hard-earned fictional points disappear. But that's not right. I just won 12 games in a row. I'm better now. I shouldn't be losing. I'm upset now. I'm losing more games. I'm full on tilted. I'm thinking about the cost of mechanical keyboards so I can smash the one in front of me. At this point I've lost all my money. I'm back to the rank I started with. But I've been a higher rank, so I know I can get it back. Right? Instead of calling it quits and coming back on a day with a full wallet, I'm hitting the ATM hoping to squeeze out a couple more bucks just to keep playing. I find a 20 here and there, so I win a game or two, but these wins don't feel good. They feel like they're owed to me. I'm playing them just to get my money back. Some of you might also know this as tilt queuing. This is the point of no return. You're out of money, you're in debt, you've been tilt queuing so long your losses are almost guaranteed at this point. You're not trying to get your rank back anymore, you're de-ranking. You should probably call the gambling hotline because you're on a loss streak. You might even be like me, where you're so tilted you start playing a flanking Cass or Hanzo. You're no longer a factor in the outcome of your games. In fact, someone's probably going to make a Reddit thread about you and talk about the flanking Hanzo that couldn't headshot someone at point blank. Please, before you need to take a second mortgage out on your home, just press Alt 4. If Overwatch is a slot machine, then how come streamers are able to go from unranked to GM with a 99.99% win streak? Well, of course they can. They're high rollers. The Overwatch they play isn't so much slots as it is a game of high-stakes poker surrounded by other high rollers. So when they step down onto the main floor to play poker with us, they've already won the pot before I can finish googling what a royal flush is. They didn't start that way though, and I've heard many of them preach the importance of taking care of yourself and playing when you're at your best. Something I'm sure they've realized on their own after losing more games than you've probably ever played. There are so many factors that decide the outcome of a game I don't have nearly enough time to cover it in just one video. But the most important factor is yourself. Every time you queue up to take a spin on the Overwatch slot machine, think about how much you're willing to lose.